Hello Aquarius, welcome back to my place. Sashellspeaksmessages, speaks messages, Gypsy Vishtaros, and you love all the way from India. Bharat Namaste. Let's start with the reading and just give me a second. Okay, let's start with the reading. I am on Instagram, SSGLLS Shells running. I'm also on Patreon. So I just decided to, because Aquariuses do get more views, and of course that. So let's start. And it's not that I'm not doing other signs, so please don't comment and tell me, because I do all the 12 zodiacs. Everyone is aware about that. Share that so that they do also get more views, so that I can do more of those readings as well. I do get heart readings, and thank you for the support and thank you for the donations. So today I'm going to use this Crow Tarot, and I have one card, and this is going to be for mid-May 2023. Okay, what is the message for you? I heard like and which is interesting, because I picked this deck and I saw like, okay, there are two crows and they're fighting in a way, quarreling. There's going to be competition. Okay, just give me a second. All right, back again. So I saw two crows literally up in the air, not even sitting and quarreling or something like that. They're up in the air, half, not so high, but in the mid, and they're just like doing something. You know, it's like a competition. It's like a challenging situation for person, or maybe there are two energies, because there are two energies. Oh yes. So two crows are quarreling over a possible you. Okay, or there may be something like two lovers quarreling. Okay, but I feel more of like I want to go with the first go. That two energies are quarreling over being with you, or they are interested in you. Okay, and you can see them, and of course you can see them when they are approaching you. But the point here is that who lands first? Okay, and I kind of get this different vibe of like two crows quarreling, and then from the somewhere the third one lands, which means there is someone else in the picture, not even those two. So maybe you're connected with them somehow, you're their friends, or something is happening. They might be someone you were romantically involved or just talked about and it never happened, or whatever that is. We're not going to go in that, but I feel maybe there's something else. Sometimes I feel like, oh, there are two roads and I'm now undecisive about it, and there is a third road, a third choice, a third person comes in and they win you over. Now for some of you, that's the energy. Okay, it is also about messages. So suddenly you're going to be email, or you're going to be so busy basically. Okay, now again at work, in work, okay, or in your office, or work online, or whatever you do, there is something that you are going to be very caught up, and this caught up is going to be actually good for you. You're going to be caught up and very busy in work, and also making, people are approaching you, so possibly even friendships or someone romantically interested in you, and that is definitely there, because two crows were quarreling, and the thought is that someone else enters your life, and it doesn't make sense that why they were even quarreling over, because you are not interested, okay, in them, but with the one you've been in touch, or you're going to get in touch, and that makes more sense, and someone who wins your heart. So let's see this card, and you have, and I told you that I am using the Crow Tarot, and this is very interesting because in this deck everything is different. You have the moon, so maybe there's a Piscean. And I'm seeing this with you now in detail actually, because I sometimes use this deck, and today is the day. Okay, I saw something is going to be new in the picture. Now new, possible you never expected from this person, and they're going to express that. New is someone new totally, and the third person here could be masculine, could be feminine. Look at this, like you've been observing them, or you're going to observe, oh, why this quarrel, and then suddenly. So with the quarrel, I also feel like there are so many messages coming for some of you, not for all, but I also feel whatever was in a cage, or whoever was in a cage, means they were not taking any action. Please ignore the sounds. The one who was not taking any action, the one who was quiet, I'll be back. Okay, the one who was not taking the action, the one who was in the hermit mode, the one who was very quiet, in this time frame, someone else was observing you, or seeing you, or is asking you, or you got into that contact. You started feeling positive about this person, and it has nothing to do with an individual personality. You're all good, you're all positive, but I mean to say emotionally, if you were thinking about someone wants your attention, and they're going to catch your vibe, and you're going to catch their vibe, and then you're going to go ahead in the talk session. And the argument or the quarrel possible, or the competitive thing here is that later on they are going to argue with you. How could you, how you never told me, or they are just going to watch and see you go with the one you were supposed to be. So this can say a lot of stuff here. This is emotional time. You are also ending some like lessons, let's say karmically, if it was connected, or something that you felt it's not ending, and why it's not ending. You end it, you move, and that's what you're doing here. You are catching that tension and stress and in the cage, and then you're like, oh, finally I am going to take my decisions. And they were seeing you. Someone, when you are stressed with certain someone, you have to decide if it is toxic, right? And we do decide. And in the meantime, someone else is observing you and watching you with appreciation. And you don't, maybe you were not even aware about it, and they suddenly, it's so beautiful. Like, I'm not being able to collect words and put it right in a way that someone really appreciates you, admires you. They admire your presence. And you should be part of someone's life. You should be with someone, and you should share your life and thoughts with the one who admires you, appreciates you, respects you, right? And here I can see that. And the person who is going to be coming in your life, and same goes for you, you're going to join their life. This person is going to be really thoughtful, balanced. They're not going to create that chaos, okay? And with the fact that the moon, I always say that there's a lot of bark left, which means there's going to be conversation coming, okay? And you decide with whom you want to do it, because there may be two energies in a row, or even two fighting over, and then suddenly someone enters. And to be honest, it's going to be a little messy in a way, because we are deciding. So we have issues, we need to complete it, we need to forgive, we need to learn, we need to grow from that, and we need to just have a balanced mode in our own life. And then we decide, okay, this one. You know what I heard? This is Queen of Wands. But I heard you have all the reasons to move. You have all the information, you have all the details, you have all the right things to put forth your, like, or take the decision, basically. You choose. That is also the vibe here coming. However, these are general, so it may go vice versa. But let's put that, let's not be getting confused, you know. So you choose. Queen of Wands, maybe an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Emotional conflict, like I said, so that's going to be issue of confusion and all that. Because when we are heading towards our decisions, we need to literally come out of the past things, and if you're going in with something new, right? So we cannot stay stuck there. If we do, we're going to mess up our present and future. And that is so true. So you're definitely building up and making your decision mode, and with confidence you're going to go ahead. And there may be two energies as well. I feel like it's very strong that you are going to wear the crown. Whether you're masculine, you're feminine, you're going to say yes to someone in the coming time here, whatever your time is. And the one who is going to lose you, they're going to watch you because they did some things that they're going to lose you, or they lost you. So it's where there's more positivity, where there is more good note, where there's more progress, you're going ahead with that. Sometimes things look the same, but they're not. So you need to go deep to decide about that, right? Like maybe someone is emotionally trying to convince you, but you need to know that, okay, they look the same, but what is the point here? What is hidden? Like it's in a duplicate form, right? You have this card, interesting, 4 of Wands energy. You're completing one chapter and heading towards your own grounding and stability. The promise is coming. Great affection is coming. Like it's coming as if like someone is talking to you, not trying. They're connecting with you. They're talking to you, and they're saying, "I promise. I assure you." It's a kiss of love. It's a hug. It's a cuddle. It's love. It's peaceful, calm. Some of you are going to get engaged, getting into decision, like, you know, saying yes. These cards are so good. Like this deck was a gift to me, and I told in my many readings this was a gift. And they're so sturdy. They're so good. They're so good in shuffle. They were sent to me with so much of love that it really makes sense. And I connect very well because I love crows. Okay, thank you. You did the hold on to, or you were holding someone or some thought or some decision before you take the leap, like you jump over something else for a very long time. Like you did everything you could. Now they can only see you going, because you're deciding on, like, this is a better future, this is a good future, this is good commitment, this is good love, this is good work, stability, grounding. Let's see peekaboo in the future. Like you're going to turn away from regardless, and you don't need those things kind of talks or something, because it's going to ruin the future and decision and your mind, and it's going to cause you stress. So basically you're turning away, like not even thinking about it. Even if they come around, you're going to be nah, no, not that, not this person. Why? You have reasons, you have a pattern, you have some things to decide. This is something good here. Here you go, you have a flip. So some of you know this person from some time, or with someone you never thought of, like you're going to have this, but yes, they're turning into that for your life. So Emperor could be an Aries, but with the Emperor, they're going to wear you in their heart and around their neck. Basically, it's not a belt or something. What I mean to say is that they wear you. They want to wear you in their life. They would love to talk to you. Okay? It's not going to be choky at all. So you have your Emperor coming in. There's going to be assurance, decision, someone who is going to fly to you, someone who is going to pick themselves from that. They are going to stick with their words. What they said, what they talked to you, they're going to manifest it. That's what peekaboo in future is. They're not going to be like, they said something and they're not doing it. Basically, someone who sticks with their, and they're going to hold on to the situation, and they're going to talk if it requires, and it is going to be like talking to the family, involving yourself in their life, letting you meet their friends, you meeting their friends. It goes both ways, okay? And your last card is 6 of Cups energy, where you see the growth. Something is growing, budding, blooming. And with this, again, I'm telling you, this may be the quarrel and thing. Just listen to that, because I don't want to repeat it. I want to just stick with words right now. If it is something, a decision between two, it is basically happening because someone is resurging from your past. This may be someone you are making and creating memories, and this may be the less time as compared to the past. But someone is going to contact you. Yes, definitely. There may be a message coming. But you are at peace right now. Because there was no growth with someone or in something. So resurgence is something, someone who is coming back in your life, or someone who is in your life, want to be part of your life. There are many things, okay? Like, okay, someone is coming from your past. Do you really want it? You don't want to remember the bad memories, you know, the faded memories, because they don't make sense. So your decision is coming in the future, which is going to be very good. But I told you that there may be a little mess, kind of confusion, issues, because, okay, fine, you are done with your decision and I'm going ahead, but then there is something that you need to close the chapter. No, saying no to someone and saying yes to someone, okay? But remember that your decisions, they are going to be very beautiful, just like sunflowers. You are seeing sunflower. You're going to see emotional acceptance, emotional, what is that word? Someone who gives you, yes, stability. In Hindi, it is known as dharatal, like attaching yourself, rooting, grounding, staying there, like, you know, reason to stay there, not making it chaotic. So basically, dharatal, sticking with the ground, sticking with the roots, someone who makes it sure that, look, we're going to make a family, we are going to be together, I assure you, sort of, I'm not going anywhere. So that is the energy, and I really enjoy reading these cards as well. And we're going to involve this deck more now, from now on, because I'm going to keep it here, okay? So I hope that this is going to help you. Take care and see you soon. Bye bye.